For what?
For TAT practice or for what?
Yeah, TAT.
टीम डिस्कशन करोगे, टैट फुल प्रैक्टिस करोगे?
आज करेंगे टैट और अंकुश का जो बचा था यस्टरडेज लेक्चरेट.
Not
The day before
yesterday. Day
yesterday
before
lecture.
yesterday's lecture. Wait,
वही
you have to.
वही बोला.
Ansu beta, Ankush beta. Come on, Ankush. First of all, we will do your lecture 8 without giving any time for preparation. Sasank,
हाँ ठीक.
start the timer. He will start delivering by opening your camera.
Yes,
तो
timer will start.
And your topic is blue economy.
हाँ ठीक.
Your time starts in 4, 3, 2, 1.
So, general and blue economy encompasses all those efforts or things which are related to coastal areas or basically the oceanic resources for the upliftment of the economy. Blue economy is generally helping the people living in the coastal areas and those who are kind of directly or indirectly attached to the coastal areas like fisheries and extraction of essential minerals resources. So overall, if I talk about the ocean region, so about 90% of the uh, global transportation basically happens through the ocean region, and around 80% of the global transport for the economical purposes basically happens from the oceanic region. So overall, ocean is very important for us. Let's talk about the advantages. So, firstly, oceanic provide firstly the fisheries opportunities like the fishing opportunities. So, fishers can basically make them sustain by fishing around the ocean region. Besides this, the ocean region is also important for the maritime security as the country can make their bases in the oceanic
भाई तुम
region
देख के
and
बोल रहे हो
actually,
क्या?
yeah,
देख के बोल रहे हो क्या?
हाँ, सामने देख रहा हूँ.
इतनी रफ्तार में बोल रहे हो मतलब यार कुछ तो गड़बड़ लग रहा है मुझको. आनंद, डोंट यू थिंक?
नहीं नहीं, पहले प्रिपेयर कर लिया था ना. इससे आनंद से बोला था कि मैं बोलूंगा.
ओके, सॉरी टू
ठीक
इंटरप्ट
है
यू.
भाई, गलत है यार, बाद में बोलना चाहिए ना इसको. तू बोल भाई, इसकी बात मत जा.
हाँ, तो कहा था भाई. हाँ, also it is also important for the maritime security as the countries can make the bases over there and could look up to the ocean regions. Like, for example, the making of the Matota port in the Sri Lanka and the recent acquirement of the one of the port of Bangladesh by the China has created a maritime security issue for the country. Besides this, the ocean region is also important as it also provides us some mineral maritime resources which could be used for the technological purposes and for the medicines also. Let's talk about the negative regions or like negative effects of blue economy. So firstly, it creates a pressure on the ocean region as more and more uh, extraction of fishes or other maritime animals or aquatic animals from the ocean region could actually hamper the overall ecology of the oceanic region. Second is that who are using mineral resources or something like that could actually pollute the environment, the environment of ocean, like creating oceanic acidification, etc. So overall, at last, I want to say, blue economy, although is very important, but the sustainable use of blue economy actually helps in the growth. But uh, we need to look up to the vulnerable parts of these blue economy, like the vulnerable things that being happen to the ocean region, like the oceanic acidification. And thank you.
बढ़िया था भाई, रट्टा मार गया है पूरा एकदम ना.
हाँ एकदम मतलब जो भी है डिलीवर अच्छा किया. ओके सर, आई एम शेयरिंग माय स्क्रीन नाउ. ठीक है. अंकुश को बता दो कि व्हाट वी हैव टू डू.
Ankush, so daily resolution that has been passed in your absence in the last to last session that we have on Saturday, that we have to keep our mic on throughout the session. Our camera and mic on throughout the session.
Hmm. मेरा नेट खत्म हो
So
जाता है.
please do the useful. Oh my God, you are not having a 5G unlimited 5G pack. All your
I
richness is
use
going in vain.
4G
I
use
cannot
करता
share my. I cannot open my camera while I am sharing my screen. So I'm showing it here.
There are two savangs.
Yeah. So I'm showing my screen from second Shashank. Sorry,
So
my
come
face.
live on, come from first sang
First
on
Shashank से
camera.
screen share हो रही है ना? That's okay.
That's all right. That's okay. That's the moral of the story. Yes, move forward, please.
Okay. So this was our last PPT, last TAT. Now we are moving to our number 16.
हाँ,
No, number 21. We have covered
इसके
20
बाद देख क्या है
TAT.
the next TAT. हाँ, this one.
Hmm.
Bye, let's talk about the theme and some actions. It's not necessary to narrate whole of your story. So my story will be around a marathon competition.
Marathon. Yeah,
Uh,
same. I did also. Marathon competition
and
we will organize. In there is a summer vacation type thing. मतलब जैसे अभी समर वेकेशन चल रही है, ऐसा कर सकते हैं या स्कूल में there is a school inter school competition for marathon.
inter-school competition or various marathons are going on in Prayagraj on yearly basis, 4 to 6 marathons, and one is also conducted by the Indian Army in Dehradun region. So Surya Putra, something like that, the name of the that whole program of the marathon. So we could take the name from that, and we could also add the actions by that he registered himself for marathon running, and then he had also prepared by waking up early in the morning, having good diet, good meals, and having some friends, and doing long running, matlab again and again. It makes him, उसके बाद उसका stamina is all these things increases, and he participated well and got the certification by participating in the
हाँ
marathon.
ठीक है.
मेरी भी ऐसी बनेगी.
एंड में हमने सर्टिफिकेट दिया. हाँ,
You know what?
सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ
जब हम
पार्टिसिपेशन मिल गया.
when we are narrating the story, we felt at times we felt that our story is very short. But when we write in actual TAT stories, it generally contains 8 to 10 lines, and which is more than enough for a TAT story. So
या
while discussion, we don't actually know how many words does it contains. But while writing, it is more than enough.
वी विल लाइक जैसे अभी हम डिस्कशन कर रहे हैं, वी विल डू एग्जैक्टली सेम इन द सेम वे डिस्कशन ऐसे ही करेंगे. एंड ऑल्सो वी विल राइट एक्शंस. ठीक है, जैसे हम वट एवर एक्शन विल सजेस्टिंग आई विल राइट ऑन द स्क्रीन.
Gentlemen, your sense of humor is good. Tell me 5 jokes.
What? My five sense of humor is good. So first one is all I already told. Second, third, yeah, I joke, when it comes from inner self, okay? It doesn't like you ask for 5 or 10 jokes and I am just a comedian, I just start delivering. Okay,
Gentlemen,
okay, okay.
just give me 5 minutes only. Just give me 5 minutes only. We will continue. You can discuss whatever you are discussing. Just give me five
Okay,
minutes.
so gentlemen, one request also, you please cut this while we are discussing all this
No,
while
no.
posting on
My
YouTube.
that time my laptop was shut down, so it will
Okay,
not
no
record.
problem.
That part was not
Is
recorded.
your laptop still shut off?
No, it's start. I has switched on.
Okay, so we have to maintain the decorum first.
Now it is recording.
Okay, so Ankush, why do you want to join
If you
defense
want to,
forces?
if you want to set the Sasank's Bhaiya screen, you can just tap, just press that screen for a few seconds, and then you will get the option of don't watch, and just put that option.
Why there is a lot of hobble bobble voice from your end. I am not able to understand what fully you are trying to say.
अच्छा चलो पूछो पूछो पूछो.
Okay, so why do you want to join armed forces? You could have also joined Pakistani armed forces, but why are you trying to join Indian armed forces?
That is a very good question. I appreciate your
General, because I
interest.
have the citizenship of India only. I don't have
No,
citizenship of
this
Pakistan.
gentleman,
It is
this gentleman is asking to crack 5 jokes. So I have cracked two in a row. Why Indian armed forces were Pakistani armed forces? Okay, so have you write
Hello.
your SD self description? Okay, so answer me the first question. What your family or what your parents thinks about you?
So my parents think that I'm a very hardworking, dedicated, and responsible person. As during some financial problems, I have looked after the financial issues, like by teaching students. So besides this, they
Okay, so
also
why
find
won't
me
we
a quite.
make you our finance minister? You will handle the crisis well.
अबे यार काहे कौन सी गाली खाना चाहते हो भाई मुझे ले रहे हो साले.
No, no, yaar. Yesterday I was delivering my lecturate on LPG reforms or something like that, and it was a very, it, big crisis,
अबे कल
big
क्लास
economic
नहीं कल
crisis.
क्लास थी क्या.
We are at the foot state of having a medical कह रहा हूँ, financial emergency. No, no. On Saturday, I was talking about the Saturday's lecturate class. There is a subtopic LPG reforms, and that time we have our financial minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who later became our PM as well. But during this time, I don't think Nirmala Sitaraman is handling the situation that well. So I think there is the need of someone like you to hold that post and make India a greater economy, and so that we can fight from China as well. All these things, and later on there is a chance or a possibility of becoming the Prime Minister of India as well, because he served as a defense. Oh my God, what happened? Have you left? Oh, you
no,
are
no.
here.
I'm there. Yes. So shall we continue?
Yeah, yeah, yes, we should. Okay,
Okay.
next one or two jokes are left. We will crack it later.
Hmm.
अबे
So
ऐसा
we are
तुम ऑफिसर से तो बोलोगे नहीं साले मेरे से बोलने
नहीं,
दे रहे हो. ऑफिसर से तो बोलोगे नहीं सामने आईओ से.
ऑफिसर से पूछ लूंगा ना कि सर मेरे को उधर बैठा लो, आप इधर आ जाओ, फिर बताता हूँ आपको, देखता हूँ जोक याद आते हैं कि नहीं.
okay. So we had discussed this story like marathon and the later on the action part were that someone a main character will organize the like
Okay, let me tell you one thing. If you have already decided the theme, or it is very clear that it is kind of a marathon story, marathon picture. ठीक है. So we could take the help of ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will give us a lot of actions that we could use in our story while writing.
Yes.
So if
Yes.
any actions are not adequate or not appropriate for us, then we could take the help of ChatGPT in that respect as well. So we will not waste much of our time in discussing those actions. Themes will be our utmost priority at this moment in time.
Yeah, that is a good idea. Like I also did this part as well when I was making stories. I did the same, like as you mentioned.
Okay.
ChatGPT even can give you more ideas, more stories in that time frame. You can say,
In that respect, I won't say we should take the ideas of ChatGPT, because
yeah, yeah,
ChatGPT, the responses that are coming should be natural. And if
we
you,
are taking it for
that's
idea,
why,
like that action
yeah,
part.
that's what I'm saying. But if you are taking the help for themes purpose from ChatGPT, then it will, hamper our psychology, and it will not be, similar in all terms. Like the psychologist has
Yeah.
said, that you have to be similar in all your patterns regarding all your data stories, and then later on WET, and then SRTs. So it will. Okay, so continue, move to the next picture. Is it me standing outside the class or making the joke on my class teacher? You know what? The first thing I remember saying this story, I was in class fifth in St. James School, okay? And two or three students have not submitted their fees for 2 or 3 months, and
Please.
the teacher has made him stand outside the class for 2 or 3 periods, and I was one of them.
So definitely you should you have enjoyed that moment with your friends.
Yeah, enjoyed that moment, but it is also a disgrace,
A kind
as
of
a student, a disgrace, that okay, I will submit my fees. There might be some financial days in the family or in my home, but you can't, deprive me from education, because later on I have submitted my fees, but you couldn't
yeah.
have given the same amount of education that you have made me stand out of the class. Actually, we were made to sit in the computer lab of the school, and there were all the students from all the classes. We were around 50, 70 students from whole school.
Mhm. Yeah.
It was in when I was in class fifth in St. David. Later on, I changed at the school and never submitted the fees again. So basically, it is looking kind of a school, college, a classroom kind of a thing that's going on inside the door. Maybe he's late of the
Uh,
class, or maybe he's given some kind of a
late
punishment.
late punishment, or he's like one thing you mentioned of the fees. One thing we can mention, like he had asked the question
But
that
we will not mention that fees, yeah.
yeah, it
It
can
will
be.
negative sense. No, I can't.
अच्छा ठीक है. Okay. Question वाला भी mention कर सकते हैं that he maybe he had asked some question that is not like uh, mockery type of question.
You know what? While we give lecturate before before our group, then the students who's next, who is going to deliver the next, means who is going to deliver the lecturate next, he go outside the door, outside the class, or outside the gathering area to prepare for the lecturate. So we will also make a story something around like that. It will also be a positive
But
story.
यहाँ पे ऐसा
हाँ.
टेबल वगैरह है, स्कूल का कंप्लीट सीन दिखाई दे रहा है,
So it
कोचिंग
could
हो
be a
सकती
school
है.
competition.
I
It could
have
be
a
a felicitation, and he is giving some kind of introductory speech or something. He is a school boy, school girl, whatever.
we can
Head
make
boy, no?
the person outside as a guest teacher who has just come to give a क्या बोलते हैं जो
Yeah,
स्टार्टिंग में देते हैं.
felicitation क्या बोलते हैं उसको? Felicitation lecture ऐसा सकते हैं ना?
हाँ तो उसको वो कर सकते हैं ना, गेस्ट टीचर आया है
But
उसमें
his
फिर
body
क्या.
posture is something that he looks like a disappointed kind of, or anxious,
नहीं ऐसा लग रहा है ना
a
कि
little
वो
bit
थोड़ा
of
वेट कर रहा
shy,
है टीचर.
underconfident.
टीचर पढ़ा रही है ना तो थोड़ा वेट कर रहा है हाँ उसके बाद स्टार्ट करेगा.
वेटिंग इम्पेशेंटली ऐसा टाइप दिख रहा है ना.
या फिर we could also made a story that you have already mentioned that he hasn't performed well in school class, uh, in school exams or in a particular test. Then the teacher scolded him and make him stand out of the class for one period as his punishment. Then later on, the teacher has also taken, उसको क्या बोलते हैं, अरे यार वो पास में बैठा के उधर यूएस को स्कूल में होता है काउंसलिंग सेशन with him, taken a counseling session with him, and the student main we will made him as the main character. He understood what the teacher was trying to say. उसके बाद he will work hard and will for the final examination कि क्या क्या करते हैं कि he will start analyzing the previous year questions. He will start asking the doubts from the teachers regarding the issues he is not strong at, and later on he will do a lot of question practice. For example, we will take him a weak student in maths, suppose one subject, ठीक है? And we will make him prepare around that math subject only. Later on, with his hard work and dedication, he will score good in the final semester exams or the final year exams of class 10th or 11th, 12th, whatever it is.
और results improve
Because he's looking like he's someone who is studying in higher education like class 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th or even at college level.
Well dressed man with combed hair, shining shoes. इसकी फीस तो जमा होगी इतना पता है.
Hands on the pocket.
Hands on the bag, not on pocket.
Okay.
Hands on the bag.
ठीक है.
Okay, so we are moving to next story. तोप है, एक आदमी चला जा रहा है on the footstep by making footsteps.
भाई देखो इसको मैंने क्या बनाया था. While seeing the story, the first thing that came into the mind that there is army exercise that has been going on Bikaner field area. What is the name? Mahajan field, something like that in Rajasthan, Bikaner or Jodhpur. Jodhpur, I guess. There is a military exercise going on. So we will make two nations, for example, India or US, India, Iraq, or India or Oman. They are practicing for the desert warfare. उसके बाद they have led the troops, they have learned how to acclimatize, or they already knew. Then they have told the friendly nation, the other nation, that soldier that has been participating in it. उसके बाद they have also encountered several things that has been not मतलब कि how to survive in tough terrains, tough climatic conditions, or how to survive in, or how to take positions while because continuously wind patterns or the landforms are changing in desert areas, especially during the high windy areas, high windy times. For example, in daytimes, sand dunes are keep changing. So how to do all these things? So next again, I will take the help of ChatGPT to know how or what kind of action I can add into the story by taking the particular picture as a military exercise.
अभी करे live करके देखो.
हाँ, okay.
Wait.
Take the screenshot of this picture and share it in the group or share it to me personally. I will take the help of ChatGPT.
I have a new. Hello.
हाँ,
yes.
अकेले बोले डाल रहा भाई अनंत.
देखो
भाई देखो पिक्चर, इसको आइडिया तुरंत बोल दो. We don't have to wait for someone. Okay, if you are getting the idea, let's
अभी जो तोप है तोप. हेलो.
हाँ तोप है. हाँ.
तो इस तोप को भाई सही किया और क्या.
तोप को
अब ये पता है एक मैं पहला कदम का जो ले रहा था तो
what was our action? Anand, what was our action for this story?
Not like, action, the theme. It was somewhere around a military exercise.
Make a theme around military exercise.
Make not a theme. Tell me the actions around this story for a military exercises in a desert area like in Jodhpur, Rajasthan.
Actions.
Mahajan field firing range. Even I think here I haven't read current affairs for long.
Okay, leave it. Somewhere in Rajasthan area. Somewhere.
Bikaner area. Bikaner.
Rajasthan, Bikaner.
Mahajan Field Firing Range in Bikaner, Rajasthan.
Desert warfare training exercise. Lieutenant Arjun was leading a platoon during a large-scale military exercise in the deserts of Bikaner, Rajasthan. Wait. The objective was to locate a concealed enemy artillery position and capture it through coordinated movement. Arjun carefully studied the terrain, analyzed footprints in the sand, and identified the likely enemy route. He divided his team into two groups, one advanced stealthy while the other provided cover. Using effective
Like
communication and
bullshit. It's a
tactical
it's a
planning. Wait.
complete bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Use effective
we are making a
communication.
story and he have entered terrorist or enemies in the story. How is it even relevant?
पोजीशन रिपोर्ट दे दिया यार जो इसने स्टोरी बनाई है आई हैड मतलब जो मैंने स्टोरी बनाई दैट वाज अ वेरी सिमिलर काइंड ऑफ स्टोरी बट माय स्टोरी वाज नॉट अराउंड दैट टेररिस्ट पार्ट आई हैड मेड माय स्टोरी अराउंड लाइक कि during an exercise or during something the one of his troops were got missed due to these current continuous sand dunes he मतलब वो थोड़ा आगे चला गया then by seeing his footprints he went to him by seeing his footprints but इस पे एक चीज ये हो सकती है कि if the sand dunes were there so why like just a minute if there were sand dunes then why the footprints were not erased ये एक पॉइंट उठा सकते हैं अदरवाइज कि मतलब उनका एक कॉमरेड जो है वो मिस हो जाता है तो फुटप्रिंट्स के थ्रू वो वहां पे पहुंच जाता है
So don't consider the footprints na. Make a recce team or a patrolling team just for a team that will go for looking after him. And while they were going, the footprints or erase the footprints and don't make a story around that he will go and he will come back by taking the help of the footprints that for make while he was going or while he was getting away from his party or his platoon. If you want to make a story on search and rescue or
वी कैन टेल कि वो घूमने गया है किसी फोर्ट पे वहां पे तोप देख
वो भी स्टोरी बना सकते हैं सम आर्कियोलॉजिकल साइट्स और समथिंग लाइक दैट है ना उस पर विजिट करने गया है बट वहां पे फिर वो इसमें ना देख डिजर्ट वाला दिखाया गया तो उसको तो कैसे कवर करेगा हाँ
ऐसा डार्क सर्कल दिख रहा है
डार्क सर्कल भाई क्या बात कर रहे हैं तू है क्या बात कर रहा है
इशू जेंटलमैन व्हाट अ सीरियस इशू
अभी नहीं मैंने देखा ना भाई मुझे सारा डार्क सर्कल तो है नहीं मेरा
भाई just shut up यार don't talk bullshit otherwise I will smash you on the face and all of your face will big big circles
if I talk
what
why you have a problem in your ass
so Anand discuss this main theme
give me a minute I will add this and take the help of ChatGPT and will okay, you guys can have some another discussion. It will take around 1 or 2 minutes. Don't be.
It will not take that much time. Yeah.
अरे यार screenshot लेना है then uploading image and all. देख अब इमेज नहीं दे रहा अपलोड ही नहीं कर रहा
मैं कर दूं लेट मी डू इट
हो गया ओके उस दिन जो हमने वो WT प्रैक्टिस किया था किसी ने उसका चैट जीपीटी से एनालाइज किया था
नहीं
क्यों भाई बोल देते कि highlighted words are the words that have been given by the psychologist and the words and these are the responses given by me analyze these
तुमने कर लिया क्या
strictly psychologist manner हाँ मैंने कर लिया था उसका
मैंने तो नहीं किया
तो जिस जो करेगा उसी का सिलेक्शन होगा
for making a story around
अनंत भाई का होगा
हाँ भाई, आनंद भाई का होगा। आनंद भाई वही का है, नेता आनंद भाई। मिलिट्री फर्स्ट भाई। ओके सो
व्हाट सो?
ये तो साला स्नो कवर्ड टेरेन दिखा रहा है। Footprints leading away, a lone soldier in the distance, a field artillery unit was conducting a high to exercise between moments.
स्नो कवर्ड terrain.
Also noted with no lesson failure due to incident. Verified and to order.
क्या स्टोरी दिखा रहा है?
एक सेकंड यार, वो तो ही नहीं है कि ना, वो दोबारा प्रॉम्प्ट डाला मैंने। हाँ देखो, इसमें मतलब क्या है कि फील्ड आर्टिलरी रेजिमेंट वाज पार्टिसिपेटिंग इन अ लार्ज स्केल डेजर्ट वॉरफेयर and the main aim of this exercise is to test rapid deployment, target action, and coordinated fire. During the exercise, the troop commander observed some kind of a notorious activity regarding the enemy position. तो फिर ये वही दे रहा है, ठीक है। तो इसका enemy position नहीं डालेंगे, then they will learn how to camouflage in a desert area, ठीक है। They will also learn and they will also try. They will make two units, one as an enemy unit and one as a self unit. They will also conduct a fake military drill around that area as well to test, their learnings from the exercise. उसके बाद फिर और we will lead the commander as a major rank officer, not a lieutenant officer, because lieutenant is a very young officer and generally lieutenants, I think, don't get the chances to lead the military exercises. ठीक है। Then we will also learn from the Omani military or the from Egyptian military because they are also very trained to fight on the desert or the desert area region because they are highly desertified area, the region in which they are living. उसके बाद ठीक है, और मतलब क्या ही कर सकते हैं इस पे। कोई इसमें दिक्कत देखा भी मुझे लग नहीं रही, तो मैं इसमें इनमें कुछ डाल नहीं रहा। सिंगल एडजस्टमेंट राउंड फायर। और उसके बाद दे विल ऑल्सो, मतलब कि वो होता है ना कि जब व्हेन स्टॉर्मी और हेवी विंड्स आर ब्लोइंग विद सैंड स्टॉर्म, तो उससे क्या होता है कि द रिकॉइल वेलोसिटी ऑफ द गन यूजुअली जनरली स्लोज डाउन और इट जनरली चेंजेस द डायरेक्शन ऑफ द बुलेट. So they will also study the pattern of the change and how they can maintain the accuracy and precisement while firing if got stuck in any this kind of a situation. ऐसा कुछ करके फिर they also practice about drone warfare, उसको भी डाल देंगे अंदर. मुझे लगता है इतना इनफ होगा. लास्ट में डीब्रीफिंग कर दी, इवैक्यूएशन वगैरह का भी देख लिया कि अगर मान लो कहीं कोई इंजरी वगैरह होती है तो हाउ टू इवैक्यूएट एंड ऑल. उसके बाद डीब्रीफिंग वगैरह के बाद कंपनी कमांडर को रिपोर्ट कर दी और उसके बाद यस ही गॉट अप्रिशिएटेड फॉर इन द एफर्ट्स. बस ब्रॉन्ज मेडल वगैरह नहीं दिलवा देंगे उसको, परमवीर चक्र वगैरह दिलवाना नहीं है.
एक बार कंक्लूड करेगा जल्दी से 1 मिनट के अंदर, या हिंदी में ही बोल दे कैसे क्या है पूरा.
सो left Major Satan Singh होता, who has been given the responsibility of conducting a military drill with the Omani military. Okay. Wait. Postal change. So Major Satan Singh होता may has got the opportunity by his company commander to conduct a military drill or to lead a military drill with the Omani military in a desert area in the Mahajan field area of Bikaner, Rajasthan. So they started a drill. They have tested the changing patterns of the landform and the sand dunes during the daytime as the landforms keep changing rapidly. They also tested the recoil velocity of the guns during the when winds are blowing very heavy and fast, and they also tested how to be more precise and accurate while firing. Then they also have learned some other things that Omani military that Omani military का भाई जो ज्ञान था उन्होंने उसका आपस में साझा किया, ठीक है. Then they also learned about, or they also practiced evacuation missions, that it's some kind of a mishappening maybe happen while firefighting or something. Then what are the possible methods of being evacuating our fellow soldiers in a quick way. And then they also ensured, to conduct a military drill, a friendly military drill, and they also, practice all the things that they have been taught, or that what they have already applied. उसके बाद application का उन लोगों ने एक military drill करी, and that has got positive results. Then they got the military drill got over. उसके बाद the captain, the major debriefed both the army units of the Indian Army and the Omani Army, and then he got appreciated by his company commander, the CEO of the company.
ठीक है, बढ़िया.
Here, company commander is not the CEO. Company commander is the major rank officer, who is known as the company commander. So he got by his commanding officer, CEO. Company commander means who is leading the company, and the company is generally led by a major rank officer. So change that company commander into the commanding officer.
Okay. So we are moving to next TAT.
Abhi, I am not fully satisfied with the story. I will work more on it.
Yeah, same here. Okay, so this is something like what we can say, dharna ko
Protest.
इसमें तो नशा मुक्ति प्रोटेस्ट
कर सकते हैं.
मेरे में ईमेल भी आया है बार नशा मुक्ति का, सही बोल दिया.
Why I will make it as a college election, because I have seen a lot of things happening in Allahabad University. Although I haven't participated, I have seen a lot of things happening under the big budget.
College election के round पे बना सकते हैं. That will be a great story.
College
Student
election
election
में
type.
वही जो होते हैं यूनिवर्सिटी इलेक्शंस में, तो उसमें क्या होगा कि 2 or 3 issues, they will take the canteen issue, they will take the drinking water issue, or one more issue, issuing the library books, or renewing the book stock in the library, because they are very old and they are not. एक सेकंड यार कॉल आ रहा है भाई, एक सेकंड आओ, ठीक है, इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल है, विल बैक.
ठीक है, उसकी स्टोरी तो हो गई अराउंड लाइक ये इलेक्शन का. व्हाट वाज योर स्टोरी अंकुश? इट वाज अराउंड,
मैंने बोला कि कोई ऐसा नशा हो या फिर कुछ ऐसे सोशल जो प्रॉब्लम्स है उनको लेकर के, जैसे अभी क्या चल रहा था LGBTQ, ये तो जो ज्यादा हो जाएगा. और अभी क्या कर सकते, एक नशा मुक्ति हो गया, और एक पॉल्यूशन को लेकर के हम लोग प्रोटेस्ट कर सकते हैं.
पॉल्यूशन भी कर सकते हैं, हाँ, कि इंडिया में बाय सीइंग टॉप 10 कंट्रीज और पॉल्यूशन बहुत ज्यादा हो रहा है, जिसमें से उस गांव से फैक्ट्रीज पे जैसे ज्यादा पॉल्यूशन हो रहा था, ये पार्ट डाल सकते हैं.
जैसे दिल्ली में प्रोटेस्ट हुआ था ना, दिल्ली में वो जब वो बढ़ने लगा था, क्या बढ़ने लगा था यार,
एयर क्वालिटी इंडेक्स AQI बढ़ गया था,
एयर क्वालिटी भी खराब हो गई थी, तो उसके लिए भी कर सकते हैं.
और मैंने तो इसे आई मेड इट अराउंड प्रोटेस्ट, और प्रोटेस्ट फिर वो,
हाँ भाई,
और तो क्या ही कर सकते हो इस, और क्या कर सकते हैं.
हमने ये वन स्टोरी वी हैड मेड अराउंड पॉल्यूशन कंट्रोल, कि बाय सीइंग दैट क्वालिटी, मतलब एयर क्वालिटी का काफी इंडेक्स काफी कम हो रहा है, बढ़ रहा है, तो उसको देखते हुए दे हैड, जैसे दिल्ली में हुआ था अभी रिसेंटली, मेघालय का एक सिटी था जहाँ पे उसने जाके न्यूज कवर करी थी, तो ये सब देख के कि काफी पॉल्यूशन बढ़ गया, तो दे मेड अ प्रोटेस्ट अगेंस्ट गवर्नमेंट, ऐसा टाइप. और इवेंचुअली गवर्नमेंट ने सुना. ठीक है, दैट्स इनफ. आई थिंक वी हैव टू मूव टू नेक्स्ट स्टोरी.
यस.
ये कब आएगा मेरे परदेसी, अब ऐसा टाइप. A soldier is moving to his duty, ऐसा.
हाँ, मतलब
आपके पेरेंट्स हैं
सोल्जर हो
छोड़ने
गया
आए
है,
हैं,
कोई भी हो गया, ठीक है, या फिर समवन हु गॉट सिलेक्टेड इन एनडीए, समवन गॉट सिलेक्टेड इन आईटीए एंड आईटी, और
एनडीए
फॉर
आईटी सेक्टर में
एमबीबीएस।
जॉब पा सकता है, एमबीबीए में कोई कॉलेज करने जा रहा है वो बाहर, एमबीबीएस या एमबीबीएस जो भी है। और
या फिर ही गॉट अ स्कॉलरशिप टू स्टडी इन किंग्स कॉलेज
अब्रॉड।
लंदन, यू नो, ऑक्सफोर्ड
लेकिन
यूनिवर्सिटी, फिर ये
ट्रेन
करके
से
उसको
लंदन क्यों
आगे
जाएगा?
पहले पहले जाएगा
वही है,
दिल्ली, फतेहपुर में रहता
इंडिया
है ना,
है।
पहले दिल्ली जाएगा ट्रेन से।
दैट वाज or what you can make it out, except this. This is the, I think everyone will make this story around similar to this.
Because there are some of his family members who is also
Yes,
bidding
he
goodbye to him.
she can be his wife,
Yeah,
mother. He can be father, क्योंकि ऐसा छाता तो फादर ही ज्यादातर लेके चलते हैं.
she could be his wife, mother, grandmother, and father. Okay, so move to the next one. Yeah, this we will make a story easily. Hey,
We
what are
had
you
covered.
writing? You are writing something. I have seen you. Yes,
क्या?
you. Ankush, you
और
are
मैं
writing something.
अरे थीम लिख रहा हूँ।
Serious separation. Okay.
We had covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stories.
एक और देख लेते हैं, क्योंकि ये स्टोरी में तो कुछ टाइम ही लगा ना।
चलो आज 10 स्टोरीज ही कर लेते हैं. लीव एवरी अदर पार्ट, राइट? ओके. अरे have you noticed or not?
हाँ भाई, अकेले खड़ा हुआ, इसमें नोटिस करने वाली क्या बात है? ये स्टैंडिंग
अरे
ऑल
यार,
अलोन।
वेट सॉरी स्क्रीन में थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया क्या? आई एम सीइंग इट समथिंग लाइक इसने अपना पैंट उतारा हुआ है, ये खेत में ही वेंट टू फील्ड फ्रेश होने के लिए, ऐसा ही दिख रहा है इसमें.
भाई, आई वांट टू स्पीक इंग्लिश, बट आई डोंट वांट टू
When
scold you in
for
English.
the first time when I
हिंदी में
see
गाली
this
देने का
picture,
मन
I
कर रहा है
saw
भाई।
a tiger there. Like, so I generally make a theme regarding the Sundarban, like क्या बोलते हैं park, national park, where the person has gone and seen tiger ऐसे करके with the forest.
नहीं यार,
सेम
यहाँ
भाई, मैं
टाइगर
भी
ही नहीं है.
ये
टाइगर नहीं है,
अभी मैंने
लेकिन मैं इस पे क्या बनाऊंगा ना कि आई विल मेक हिम अ फॉरेस्ट गार्ड,
ठीक है,
द
फॉरेस्ट गार्ड तुमने
पर्सन हु
बना
इज
दिया.
स्टैंडिंग इन द राइट साइड ऑफ
ये
द
ये
इमेज। ओके,
ये
हाँ, यस यस यस
ठीक
यस।
है, ये फॉरेस्ट गार्ड हो
उसके
गया.
बाद
आगे.
we could make a lot of problems that some, you know poachers are poaching animals, or some persons are cutting the trees without any license and something. उसके बाद we could also mention that some of elephants have got missing, तो उसके अराउंड रिसर्च कर रहे हैं, या फिर मिसिंग छोड़ दो, some elephants who got some kind of a disease, तो उसके बाद दे विल चेक कि ठीक है, अब वो डिसीज क्या है कि एक से दूसरे जानवरों में वो फैल रही है, ठीक है। तो वो क्या करेगा कि दे वर चेकिंग दैट ऑल द एनिमल्स, बिकॉज क्योंकि इनके पास एक होता ना कि ऑल द एनिमल्स हु हैव बीन इन द फॉरेस्ट एरिया or a national park, they all are chip is installed, so they are getting to their location, they are checking one by one whether he has got a virus or not. तो ऐसा कुछ है कि एक वो फैलने से रोका जाए, और जो मतलब जिसको डिसीज मिलती है, जिसपे वो वायरस वगैरह मिलता है, उसको दे विल separate from all others and take him into a not detention center. They will take him to a kind of a quarantine center where they can cure him, and then again once he is cured, or once the animal is cured, they will again made him to the forest. फिर
अब
देखेंगे
आई
भाई
डोंट
कि
नो. व्हाट?
मतलब इतना मैं इसको आई विल मेक हिम अ फॉरेस्ट गार्ड फॉर श्योर, द इश्यूज विल बी क्योरिंग एनिमल, उसके बाद कटिंग ट्रीज हो रहा है, ठीक है, और या फिर समथिंग लाइक दैट कि एक वो भी बना सकते हैं कि 2 or 3 passengers, 2 or 3 humans who have got there, he entered into a restricted area where the common humans are not supposed to visit, so they are going for looking him, उसके बाद उनकी लोकेशन वगैरह नहीं मिल रही, तो they will go for looking him, जाएंगे, ढूंढे धाड़ेंगे, पकड़ेंगे, but they will also punish him, impose fine because they went into the restricted area. उसके बाद प्रॉपर साइन बोर्ड वगैरह लगा देंगे कि दिस इज नॉट एरिया फॉर कॉमन विजिट एंड ऑल, और इसके बाद फिक्स ये टाइम है, ऐसा कुछ। तेरे को क्या लगा था भाई? तू यार, तू इतनी चूड़िया चूड़ी क्यों सोच रहा है?
Gentlemen, I agree with your story, but what I'm seeing here is completely different, ना?
नहीं, वो डिफरेंट दिख रहा है भाई, वो ठीक है, लेकिन वो कुछ ज्यादा ही डिफरेंट दिख रहा है ना
ये ऐसे दिख ही रहा है। अब
भाई।
पता
ही
नहीं
माइट बी
आप
स्टैंडिंग कैजुअली, द पिक्चर इज नॉट क्लियर, सो व्हाई व्हाट आई थिंक ही इज वेयरिंग अ हाफ पैंट, ठीक है।
आफ्टर द सेशन तुम जाना और जूम करके पिक्चर को देखना कि इसमें जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वही
भाई
दिख रहा है या नहीं दिख
आई
रहा
हैव ऑलरेडी जूम्ड, आई हैव ऑलरेडी जूम्ड, ही हिज हैंड्स आर अंडर हिज वेस्ट,
है। या
ठीक
थाइस
है
से हैं, उसके पैंट थाइस से हैं।
भाई। वो इतना बड़ा नहीं है, तू चूतिया है अभी क्या अपना भाई? वो मत देख यार तू।
यार पिक्चर में जो दिख रहा है वही तो देखेंगे ना। अब इसमें हंसने वाली बात नहीं है खैर, बट जो दिख रहा है वही देख के बात करी जाएगी।
देख, ही कुड बी वेयरिंग अ हाफ पैंट, ठीक है, क्योंकि जो फॉरेस्ट गार्ड्स होते हैं या फिर जो स्काउट गाइड्स होते हैं वो क्या होते हैं कि हाफ ही पहनते हैं। और मुझे तो नहीं लग रहा, उसके पैर देख, उसकी गांठी नीचे दिख रही है साली, फिर वो आधा कैसे पहना हुआ?
अभी उसने वो पहना है, क्या बोलते, अभी
यार
जो
डोंट गो टू हिज अपीयरेंस यार, जस्ट इतना तू वहां पे तुझे जूम करने को नहीं मिलेगा रवि। अब तू
हम्म।
फुल इमेज तेरे को दिख रही है यहाँ पे? फुल इमेज में समझ आ रहा है?
हाँ मतलब फुल व्यू तो ना खैर नहीं समझ में आ रहा है।
बस ये लग रहा होगा कि एक हाँ आदमी खड़ा हुआ दूर।
हम्म।
अरे भाई, ये कुछ भी चूतिया इमेज बना देता है, जरूरी नहीं एसएसबी की इमेज हो यार ये।
ठीक है मान लेते हैं अब जैसे तुम कह रहे हो तो।
चल, अगर तू उसको छोड़ दे, वो कैरेक्टर मान ले
हम्म।
वो सिर्फ खड़ा हुआ है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल तू अपना
हाँ
हीरो इसे
तो
बनाएगा
फिर
तो।
हम उसी तरह स्टोरी बनाएंगे कि मे बी इज फॉरेस्ट गार्ड ही हैज सीन सम काइंड ऑफ एनिमल्स, वाइल्ड एनिमल्स अप्रोचिंग टुवर्ड्स हिम, so he warned him and like he somehow managed to get him.
आउट ऑफ द डेंजर एरिया,
हम्म।
he managed and guided him to get somewhere आउट ऑफ द डेंजर एरिया। उसके बाद he will also, मतलब वो सब तो साइन बोर्ड्स वगैरह होते हैं ऑलरेडी इन द नेशनल पार्क एरिया की, द एरिया बिहाइंड दिस इज टाइगर प्रोन और लॉ एंड प्रोन जो भी है, तो वो सब है। मतलब देख, मैं इस पे दो बनाऊंगा, पहला हो गया ये एनिमल वाला, या
हम्म।
तो दो तीन एनिमल मिसिंग है ड्यू टू सम डिसीज और इंजरी। दूसरा इज ये एक ही पैसेंजर लोग आ गए, रेस्ट्रिक्टेड एरिया में घुस गए, अंदर चले गए। और एक तीसरी वे बनाऊंगा कि लकड़ी वगैरह काट कूट के बेच, क्योंकि मतलब अ, मैंने एक दो इश्यूज पढ़े हुए हैं ना कि फॉरेस्ट गार्ड की मेन यही तीन काम होते हैं, ठीक है। पहला तो मतलब कि वहां पे सबसे मेजर काम ये होता है कि लकड़ी वाला,
हम्म।
लोग क्या होते हैं कि लकड़ियाँ काट ले जाते हैं, बेच लेते हैं, इनको पता लगता है, तो इनको में जो पेट्रोलिंग होती है वो जानवरों के लिए होती है, लकड़ियों
हम्म।
के लिए भी होती है।
हम्म।
अगर इनको मिल जाता है तो दे हैव टू टेक एक्शन, मतलब दे हैव
हम्म।
टू कंजर्व द फॉरेस्ट एंड वाइल्ड लाइफ। देयर
ठीक है।
ड्यूटी इज नॉट ओनली कंजर्व द वाइल्ड लाइफ।
हाँ।
फॉरेस्ट गार्ड ही नाम ही उनका, ठीक है।
हम्म।
तो मैं तो इस पे मतलब अब पहली अगर लिखूंगा तो मैं वही लकड़ी वाले लिख दूंगा, क्योंकि उसमें मेरे को एक्शन बढ़िया समझ में आ रहे हैं।
हम्म। अच्छा कि वो उसको काट लकड़ी काटते हुए देखता है तो वो जाता है वहां पे उसको रोकने, है ना?
हम्म। हम्म।
ठीक है बढ़िया।
मतलब वो लकड़ी काट नहीं रहा, ठीक है, वो भी उसकी टीम का ही है। दे गॉट एन
हम्म।
इंटेल और दे गॉट समथिंग सम न्यूज फ्रॉम अदर, जो भी है सोल्जर्स या फिर गांव वाले हैं आसपास, क्योंकि जंगलों के आसपास गांव भी होते हैं, कि
हम्म।
फ्रॉम अ पर्टिकुलर एरिया smuggle woods smuggle has been a very common practice from recent
हम्म।
2 or 3 days. So he take a team with him. He firstly go there secretly. Then he noticed that okay, the tree cutters are cutting the trees. Then he went to the area and he has, मतलब उसके बाद चारों तरफ से उसको देखा कि यहाँ क्या क्या हो रहा है। Then he called the other forest guard. Then they came, they surrounded the area,
हम्म।
and then also called the local police. ये
हम्म।
कौन आ गया भाई? He also called the local
नहीं।
police. भाई पांच हो गए।
हम्म। नहीं।
Then they also called the local police to
हम्म।
help them. उसके बाद they catch the tree cutters and they made him go to the jail.
हम्म।
प्रॉपर केस वगैरह हुआ। उसके बाद फिर वही हुआ कि न्यूज़पेपर वगैरह में छपवा दिया, तो फिर एक मैसेज भी गया कि हाँ, अगर इधर रहोगे तो आपके खिलाफ एक लीगल एक्शन लिया जाएगा। तो फिर लोगों के अंदर डर बैठ गया कि हाँ, ये सब नहीं करना चाहिए।
हम्म।
देख अभी भाई मैं जाऊंगा, मैं चैट जीपीटी में डाल दूंगा कि व्हाट आर द वर्क्स ऑफ अ फॉरेस्ट गार्ड और व्हाट आर द ड्यूटीज ऑफ फॉरेस्ट गार्ड जनरली डज, तुम बता देगा तो 3-4 चीजें, ठीक है। तो मैं उसके अराउंड या तो एक्शंस खुद बना लूंगा, तो मैं उसे सर्च कर लूंगा कि हाँ अगर ये ट्री प्रोटेक्टर है या जंगलों में जानवरों की रक्षा करते हैं तो कैसे क्या करते हैं, उस हिसाब से देख लूंगा उसके एक्शंस क्या होंगे, उसके अराउंड स्टोरी बना दूंगा। जी
ठीक है, और फिर वैसे भेज देना हमको जैसे होती है, हम भी देख लेंगे अगर बनाना तो। बनाओगे है ही।
भाई बस अभी 2 चीज कर रहा हूँ, एसएसबी कर रहा हूँ, फिजिकल कर रहा हूँ, और कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा। इतनी नींद आती दिन में क्या बताऊँ।
नींद तो बहुत आती है आफ्टर डूइंग फिजिकल। चलो अब नेक्स्ट स्टोरी मूव करते हैं।
ये हो गई मुझे लगता है नेक्स्ट वाली नेक्स्ट
स्टोरी, दिस इज सेम स्टोरी।
और ऊपर चलो।
जी हाँ,
छड़ा इसको भी, क्या ही है, पढ़ रहा है लिख रहा है, किसी एग्जाम की तैयारी कर रहा है, और बस वही है
पढ़
कि
रहा
मॉक
है।
टेस्ट एनालाइज करेगा, सीनियर से हेल्प लेगा, ये करेगा वो करेगा, बस अच्छे रिजल्ट नंबर आ जाएंगे, फैमिली और फ्रेंड्स हैप्पी हो जाएंगे, वो भी खुश हो जाएगा, आगे तैयारी करने लगेगा।
लेट नाइट पढ़ रहा है।
बर्निंग द मिडनाइट ऑयल,
हम्म, ठीक है, इसको हम
टॉक ऑफ द टाउन, गार्ड
ये
सम
ठीक है।
गेस्ट इन द गार्डन। मैं भाई ये वाली चीजें स्टोरी थी, इस पे मैंने मनु में बहुत भी बात किया था।
जादू। मे बी इट कैन बी अ सीनरी।
भाई सीनरी और डॉल मत बना देना, फिर वही कर रहा तू।
मे बी इट कैन बी अ सीनरी, बट हम ऐसे बनाएंगे नहीं।
विंडो लग रही ना, विंडो टाइप कुछ।
हम्म,
विंडो में पर्दा लगा हुआ है, पर्दे से झाग रहा है।
और उसके बाद जो ये डोर है वो लॉक है, मतलब उस पर वो लगी हुई है सिटकनी।
हाँ,
तो
घर के बाहर से झाग रहा है कि अंदर से झाग रहा है भाई?
अंदर से भाई, अंदर से।
घर के
सिटकनी
अंदर
बाहर
से।
लगी ना।
समवन इज आउटसाइड द डोर।
अब सिटकनी दोनों साइड होती है।
नहीं नहीं, हम अंदर से नहीं लगाते, बाहर से लगाते हैं। एक काम कर सकते हैं ना, लेकिन बॉल मांगने आया है, सामने वाली घर में खेल रहा था, छत में, हमारे छत में बॉल आ गई तो बॉल मांगने आया है। लड़का कह रहा है मैं खुद खेलूंगा, तुमको भी दे दूंगा।
ये वेल ड्रेस होके बेल्ट पहन के और फॉर्मल शर्ट पहन के क्रिकेट खेलेगा।
मैं खेलता हूँ भाई।
बेल्ट तो पहन लोगे, लेकिन फॉर्मल शर्ट पहन के ऐसे।
क्या आइडिया रहेगा, आ रहे हैं किसी को उस पे।
हम्म,
इसमें वो बना सकते हो और को एक बच्चा है, उसकी माँ उसको बंद करके चली गई है। लड़का आता है, उसको खोलता है, अरे गलती से बंद करके चली गई, तो दरवाजा खोलता है और अंदर जाता है, उसके साथ खेलता कूदता है, उसका ध्यान भटकाता है, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई करवाता है। और क्या भाई, यही गंदा सा आया कुछ।
He could be his tuition teacher and his father or mother, whatever, whoever lives with her or with him, वो कहीं बाहर चली गई हैं, and while they were going he was sleeping after coming from school, and after half an hour his tuition teacher is supposed to come, so he didn't
बढ़िया।
listen। ठीक है, उसको उठाया नहीं। उसके बाद उसका ट्यूशन टीचर फोन कर दिया कि ओके सर द डोर इज लॉक्ड फ्रॉम आउटसाइड, और आप जाएं, और मे बी फिर ये वो क्या देखता है कि ट्यूशन टीचर जाते 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 वो जग जाता है।
जग
अब
जाता
इसमें
है
एक
वो।
दिक्कत ये है ना कि मेन हीरो किसको बनाएंगे, इफ वी आर मेकिंग अ ट्यूशन टीचर एज द मेन हीरो, अगर इस बच्चे को मेन हीरो बनाएंगे तो फिर क्या स्टोरी रखेंगे, या फिर इसको, बट ठीक है मतलब कर सकते हैं इस पे। फिर वो क्या करेंगे, फिर ट्यूशन टीचर को हीरो बना देंगे कि उसने डोर ओपन किया, उसको उठाया, उसका हाँ, देन he asked him to get freshened up and he make him study, then checked his school work what he has done, checked his homework, and make him teach for the next 1.5 hours, And then again, it was a weekend, so he also went with him to the nearby park to play some games.
अरे उसने उसके पेरेंट्स को बोला कि अगली बार आप जाएं तो ऐसे गेट बंद करके ना जाए, बच्चा परेशान होता है, और उसने रोते हुए देख लिया होगा बच्चे को, बच्चा रो रहा होगा वहां से।
हाँ, we could also,
तो
फिर उसके बाद
पेरेंट्स
उसने
को
उसको
बोल सकते।
पहले पढ़ाया,
हाँ।
ये उसके बाद उसका पार्क ले गया। Then there he also advised his parents, वहां उसने कॉल वॉल किया। Then he also make him play some बैडमिंटन, फुटबॉल, क्रिकेट, कबड्डी, whatever sport he likes to play. This is the story I think I will make. But इसमें मेन इशू हीरो वाला आ जाता है कभी कभी।
हीरो
ये तो the introduction of hero is very much late in the story. After 2 or 3 lines, the introductory part is gone, and yet the hero has not arrived till the time. After that, the hero has arrived when our half or more than 20-30% of the story has already been narrated. But I think the story should be go around this only. What else if we could make? क्योंकि इसमें we will also not make the story that the child has locked himself from inside.
हाँ, वो पॉसिबल ही नहीं है।
But there is one case it is possible as well, because here we are seeing the lock that the door is locked from outside by zooming in the picture. And in the real SSB, we will not able to see where the door is locked from inside or outside. So maybe he is someone who has locked himself from inside. His mother and father is not there, or maybe he is his elder brother. So he was outside. He gave him signals. Okay, please help me. I have locked myself inside the home. Then this guy has guided him to do this, something like this, or he has taken the help of the window. He has broken the window, get inside the house, open the door, and also make his parents aware that don't leave him alone in the house because it's not safe and he is not. ऐसा कुछ करते।
We can make one more story like a small brother has come to his house during summer vacation. Uh, while he was in his room, that cousin brother was peeping from the window. So he asked the reason. So he wants to actually want to have some help in the summer holiday. So he immediately went outside and started helping him solving doubts. Uh, वही सब वो बाकी जो ऐड कर सकते हो उसमें ये भी कर सकते हो।
Yeah, we could make our stories around these themes only because there is nothing more clearer shown. So we should make our stories around these 2 or 3 themes that we have discussed as of now.
ठीक है, तो चलते हैं आगे।
दो बुरे हैं।
This is completely seen as ice, है ना?
And ice. And what was the person doing in the ice at the bottom? Not bottom, at the middle of the right side.
फंस गया होगा, इसके हाथ में रस्सी है तो इसे फंसा निकालने के लिए रस्सी फेंक रहा होगा।
Why it could also be water.
It could be, but why do I
गाय
think
फंस
that
गई है, भैंस फंस गई है, तो उसको निकालने गए।
It could be water here, और दलदली एरिया भी हो सकता है।
होता नहीं गाय
I am making him. I am making him as a swimming expert or who is practicing. लेकिन इसके पास rope है. So we could also make a equation or something like that. Person is drowning. Then 2 fishermen who were there, they ensured. क्या? एक और एक है।
मुझे तो बेसिकली यही आइडिया आया कि दैट ये या तो ये फंसा है या तो जिसे अंकुश तुमने कहा कि कैटल उसका जानवर हो सकता है, वो फंस गया हो। सो ही
दोनों में से कोई भी
he immediately jumped, but he went and take rope, and with the help of rope they are like pulling the cattle outward outside.
वो इंसान डूबा सा नहीं लग रहा।
हाँ, ये तो उसी पे है, उसके पैर तो पूरे हैं उसमें।
किसी को जैसे गाय या फिर कोई जो दूसरा जानवर, डॉग वॉग कुछ भी कर सकता है,
कुछ भी। हाँ, डॉग, कैट, गोट, लॉयन। Anand. Anything can be.
भाई
यार
भाई
कुछ
देखो,
थीम डिस्कस करो या कुछ
he
अच्छा
is
करो
not
भाई।
looking someone like who is getting drowned, ठीक है?
No, he
He
is
is
not.
in action mode. He is moving inside the
His
water.
hands
If
are
we
open.
are considering it as a water.
ठीक है, let us consider it as water. Now make a
Okay.
story.
So he have seen someone drowning.
Hmm.
देखो पहला हो गया evacuation story. It will also
Evacuation.
consider the rope, ठीक है?
Hmm.
Second one is he is preparing for swimming competition.
स्विमिंग कंपटीशन, तो फिर ये यहाँ पे रोप लेके क्यों खड़ा है?
Maybe he's there for caution. If because he is still in learning stage, he might get unbalanced or he might get swept away by the water.
इवैक्यूएशन में तो हम किसी को भी बना सकते हैं, ह्यूमन है या कैटल है, किसी को भी इवैक्यूएट कर लेंगे।
कैटल नहीं
वो
बनाएंगे,
तो
कैटल इज अ वेरी वो होता ना
लो
लो
लेवल
प्रायोरिटी,
स्टोरी।
लो लेवल स्टोरी नहीं, लो प्रायोरिटी. व्हाई विल यू रिस्क अ ह्यूमन लाइफ टू सेव जस्ट अ कैटल? If a cattle is drowning, then there is enough water to for a human to also get drowned. ठीक है, कैटल में क्या लोगे? यू विल टेक अ बफेलो और अ काउ, यू
तो
विल नॉट टेक अ हैन
कैटल को
और
तैरना नहीं आता है, बट ह्यूमन नोज टू हाउ टू स्विम एंड विद द हेल्प ऑफ रोप दे कैन
Actually,
सेव।
buffalo and cow know how to swim, so we can,
yeah,
and even dogs
buffalo and
also.
cows know how to swim. If there is something called a daldal, daldal ko marshy land. If there is something kind of marshy land, then they might got stuck, but otherwise they know how to swim.
So we can make it a marshy land, na? Then we can make it.
Okay, make it as a marshy land, no problem. But I
तो
will make a story around evacuation. My first,
इवैक्यूएशन भी
what
कर
I
देंगे
have
मार्सी
seen
लैंड।
after,
इफ विल मेक इट मार्सी लैंड, देन हमें उसे कैटल के अराउंड ही बनानी पड़ेगी कि कैटल फंस गया है। वाटर बना देंगे तो हम कुछ भी डाल सकते हैं, ह्यूमन डाल सकते हैं, डॉग डाल सकते हैं, या मतलब जो भी चीजें हैं, और उसमें भी डाल सकते हैं। और क्या डालोगे इवैक्यूएशन के अलावा? और क्या आइडिया आ रहा है?
देखो
व्हाट
अब
एल्स
मेरे
इज
को
नॉट
बढ़िया आइडिया आ
इवैक्यूएशन?
गया. वी मस्ट हैव सीन इवैक्यूएटर्स, और वो होता है ना गोताखोर, व्हाट वी said in English, I don't know. कि let's take it a let's take this place as Haridwar, ठीक है? And they have seen a boy who has got into the heavy flow of water, ठीक है? वो एकदम बीच धारा में है, एंड ही गॉट, क्योंकि इनका प्राइमरी काम ही होता है कि इफ समवन इज ड्राउनिंग दे हैव टू सेव हिम. सो ही रैन इनटू वाटर, ही हेल्ड द रोप फॉर हिज प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर, एज अ प्रिकॉशनरी मेजर. उसके बाद ही वेंट स्विमिंग एंड ही, मतलब उसके बाद उसने he rescued the child. He has came back by taking him with the help of that rope that has been shown in the picture. उसके बाद he will come outside the water, and maybe you can take the child has engulfed some water, then he will give him his few chest pumps so that he will pump out the water that he have engulfed. उसके बाद he will attain again in, and we will hand him over to his parents, and also ask their parents to be more careful and precise from the next time, and also ask them to keep their child away, don't keep their child away from them. ऐसा कुछ कर सकते हैं.
वी कैन.
I think you are not satisfied with my story as of now, भाई.
मतलब उतनी मजा नहीं आ रही है.
ड्राइवर लेंगे उसको, ड्राइवर बोलते हैं गोताखोर को. भाई देख, इवैक्यूएशन ही होगा, अब तो कुछ भी कर ले.
इवैक्यूएशन ग्राउंड बनाएंगे. हाँ, मतलब कुछ भी हो, इवैक्यूएशन ग्राउंड ही बनाएंगे स्टोरी पे. और फिर तो उसमें भी चाहे कुछ भी बना दो, दैट इज कम्प्लीटली योर चॉइस. ठीक है.
Sushant is a skilled diver who works for the National Disaster Relief Force of the Uttarakhand government. He was doing his duties in the Haridwar region of Uttarakhand. While doing his duty, he noticed that a boy, a 6 or 7 year old boy, who was separated from his parents and is getting into the main stream of the river, and the flow was
हाँ.
very high. He immediately took the action, asked his subordinate to help him via rope. He jumped into the water, and he has, he went towards a child. Then he rescued him by the help of the rope. He came again into the bank of the river. Then he have given him few chest pumps as he felt unconscious, as he got unconscious. After giving some chest pumps, he outgulped the water that he has taken in. He got conscious again. Then they hand him over to their parents, and
Silence.
their parents and ask him to be more careful and precise from the next time. That's all.
ठीक है अब ठीक है
Actions were not this much synchronized. इसीलिए पीछे जो GPS चोरी लग रही थी.
बढ़िया
You know what? These stories are around 10 to 12 lines that I have narrated right now.
हाँ
ठीक है.
बढ़िया सो हो
Move
गई
to the next story.
हो गई
10 हो गई.
10 हो गई जैसे 30 नंबर 20 10 30 हो गई
ठीक है फिर अब क्या बचा और कुछ करना है लेक्चरेट देना है किसी को चलो भाई सुनो इंडिया चाइना बोल दो जल्दी जल्दी इंडिया चाइना बोल दो या फिर इंडिया चाइना डिस्कशन कर लो या फिर इंडिया एंड लुक ईस्ट इंडिया और जो होती है अपनी नॉर्थ ईस्ट इंडिया की जो लुक ईस्ट पॉलिसी है अच्छा व्हाट डू अंडरस्टैंड बाय लुक ईस्ट पॉलिसी ऑफ इंडिया बोथ ऑफ यू आंसर वन बाय वन
लुक ईस्ट पॉलिसी ऑफ इंडिया हाँ हाँ बोलो बोलो बोलो
So it it is a policy of the government so to give preference to the region which lies in the eastern, basically in the southeastern region of the India, like the Malaysia, Indonesia, all these countries like Myanmar, etc. So that we could better counter China. Because we can make bases over there, we can also engage with them in various other engagements. We can have more bilateral relations and more military exercises. So we can also boost our defense capabilities. We can sell them like BrahMos missile, like we have sold to Philippines, and we have also signed defense agreements with the I think Vietnam, if I'm not wrong. So this will actually
and
help us.
also going for the sale of defense BrahMos missiles from Vietnam to Vietnam as well as of now. Okay, Sasank, what do you understand
Yes.
by look east policy of India?
Look east means by combining all these
Looking
no मतलब basically look east means to look for more opportunities toward the eastern side of countries or like to develop or maintain good relations with other nations that are like Indonesia, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia. ये मैं ऐसा समझ पा रहा हूँ.
So the look east policy is India's a very premium policy. Where India can strengthen all kinds of its ties, whether defense ties, trade ties, strategic ties, or other cultural ties from all the nations that lies in the Indo-Pacific region in the east of India. Whether they are the ASEAN nations, whether the Philippines, Japan. We don't recognize Taiwan as of now, but we also have informal relations with Taiwan as well, South Korea, and to Australia to an extent as well. So we maintain a healthy relationship in all cultural aspects because India is a very active member. India used to participate in all the meetings of ASEAN nations as a guest, not as a member, as a guest. And we are also engaging with all the Asian countries because these countries have an issue with China regarding the South China Sea and the East China Sea. China is claiming the lands as their own. So we are making our presence and we are also countering China in that aspect that China is also sitting in our neighborhood in Bangladesh, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan. These nations are very important, not just for our strategic or cultural importance, but also from our, I would say, India wants to be a global leader. So for this, ASEAN nations have a very growing market, and they could be our uh, chief exporters as of now because they have a huge market. Indonesia recently we have a MOU also signed. He was also the chief guest in the recent Independence Day, recent Republic Day of the 2026. And we have also been a very important relation with Vietnam as well regarding the chip manufacturing and Thailand. And if you look at the Philippines, as Ankush has mentioned, the relationship of BrahMos missiles have been going on.
ब्रह्मोस मिसाइल हाँ इंडोनेशिया के साथ
To
भी सेम है
Vietnam, we are selling them talks are almost fixed that we are also going to buy them, sell them the BrahMos missiles. उसके बाद Singapore has a very good relation with India. Recently, Singapore PM was also visited India, and Singapore is fully committed to ensure that Singapore is not used for any kind of activity that will hamper or harm
Singapore
India in
land
any
will not
kind.
be used against India.
India against India, and these kind of assurance are given by many countries. Indonesia is the one of the highest Muslim majority country in the world, and Indonesia is standing with India. That supports that India doesn't have a problem with Muslims. India have a problem with just Pakistanis, and Indonesian Muslims are also said also they don't have a record of terrorism, sponsoring terrorism like the Muslims of Pakistan or the whole Middle East. I won't consider I consider Qatar, UAE, Saudi. They all are the sponsors of terrorism. That's why the reason they are facing what they are facing right now. तो मतलब यही है भाई लुक ईस्ट पॉलिसी में उसके बाद
Also,
वी कुड आल्सो मेंशन
the ASEAN nations are actually looking China as a like dominant country. Like China is trying to basically create exploiting these countries. Like some article was published few months ago where countries like Philippines and all these countries are seeing that China is basically creating some problems in the region around that these countries. अब मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा क्या बोल रहा क्या था उसमें
Okay,
तो
there are
दिक्कत
two
थी
islands called Partly Island and one island I'm not remembering. These are two islands that has been the major issues between these countries, in which China is claiming that their exclusive economics. There are two islands in the South China, just beside on the left side of Vietnam, in the east of Vietnam. There are two islands, Parcel Island and Partly Island. Two islands. One is Parcel and one is Partly Islands. So these are the two islands that China claims it as theirs. And then they also claim the EEZ, that is the exclusive economic zone
Exclusive
of
economic zone.
200 nautical miles as their own. And it collides with the exclusive economic zone of Indonesia, Malaysia, and Vietnam on that region. And this is the main reason that China is having a crack at these countries. China's navy is getting dominant in the regions. They also have few skirmishes with Philippines and recently by the Australian Navy. So these are the things that make this country a bit volatile against the Chinese invasion or against the Chinese threat. So they are seeing
So
India as a dominant power, and
this
India will
give
also
us an
replace.
like these things actually these happenings actually gives an edge to our country to have a good relations with these countries since China is basically trying to exploit while we are trying to make more engagement with these countries by selling them arms. They are also engaging culturally. We are also engaging in other prospects also. But so this is a golden chance for us to make good relations with these countries, I think.
And it makes sense also because India is not the expansionist power. China is the expansionist power. China's the grassroots of China lies in expansion. That China has to occupy their leaders. If you talk about Mao Zedong and all the other leaders before Xi Jinping, they all have a commonness that okay, we are here and we should acquire the as much as land as we can. It will help in betterment and long prospects of our country. But India has nothing like that. India said, if this belongs to us, then we will not leave this. And if something is not ours, then we will not acquire. We will not even, try to acquire it anyhow,
And
or anytime.
also during the earthquake that arises in the Thailand, we have helped by providing them assistance of grains and other military assistance. So this actually gives a goodwill in the people living over there. While China
Yeah,
doesn't have such assistance being given to these countries.
giving assistance is, very common as of now. We have seen recently Venezuela was hit, and we have Indian Air Force have launched Operation Amistad.
Amistad.
Then, then we have Operation Brahma in Myanmar, Operation Sagar Bandhu in Sri Lanka, and one operation in Iran as well. What is the name of the operation? Operation Iran में क्या था? Sindhu. Operation Sindhu was in Iran. All these things, India has been generating a goodwill throughout the whole country. We also helped even Turkey when Turkey was hit by Operation Dost. But India has been generating goodwill, and India has been doing what a true world leader should do, or what an emerging power should do. And China, United States are totally opposite in this regard.
They always want to make their hegemony or dominate the or rule the world.
They want to make the global hegemon. They want to make themselves the global hegemon, by dominating other powers, not by working with them together collectively. Okay, so our way is also, our goal is also the same, to be a global hegemon, but our ways are
But
different
by
and more likely.
developing our other nation around us also.
Yeah,
Like we
the
consider
development of other, by
Vasudev could to
having
become one earth, one family.
yeah, one earth, one family, and we are also working on the principle of one earth, one family, because we are hopeful for the development of even the inferiors and the development of the
Development
superiors
for
as
all.
well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all
Yeah,
for the
आज
Loki's
क्वेश्चन काफी
policy.
लंबा चला गया.
Yeah, because you guys have started it late.
Hmm. चलो, that's all for today I think. आज के
That's
सेशन
all,
में
Jay.
मजा आया पिक्चर्स करने पे.
कल ब्रेक रहेगा ना, क्योंकि यही होता है साला, एक दिन ब्रेक और एक दिन वो.